Hey guys, let's get more news about Steelers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Trade rumor: the Dallas Cowboys are interested in Steelers RB Najee Harris, after recently declining the fifth-year option. In a recent update on the 2024 NFL Draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers declined the fifth-year option for RB Najee Harris, who was the 24th overall in the 2021 NFL Draft. Following the update, as per a rumor, Harris was linked with the Dallas Cowboys as a trade target. Per the rumor, Steelers will be agreeing to make a deal with Harris after this season. The Cowboys, on the other hand, entered the 2024 offseason with high expectations, with owner Jerry Jones making it clear they are going all in to contend for a Super Bowl title. After the saga of not picking up the fifth-year option of 2021 first-round running back Harris, the Steelers are essentially betting against him. Adam Crowley, from 93.7 The Fan, reported Monday morning, so here's the hot Steelers trade rumor. It comes from one guy from Fansided and the other guy from Bleacher Report, so I don't know if it's the most credible thing. And the rumor is this: the Dallas Cowboys could be interested in trading for Najee Harris. However, this update was dismissed by NFL Network. Jane Slater reports on Monday itself, saying, "On these Najee Harris and Cowboys reports, a team source tells me clickbait." The looming rumor as of now is in the development phase. To clear the smoke depends on the reports by other credible sources, which are still awaited. However, ESPN's Brooke Pryor noted that the Steelers need to evaluate how Harris and the other RB adjusting to the new offensive system installed by new OC Arthur Smith. Pryor reported Harris will also have to be evaluated before making any decisions on long-term commitments. He wrote, "The Steelers are not ruling out agreeing to a deal with Harris after this season." First call: Najee Harris trade talk dismissed. Duquesne WR gets Steelers look, Antonio Brown jab makes Tom Brady roast. Tuesday's First Call finds a dismissal of some Najee Harris trade talk. A Duquesne wide receiver is getting a shot with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Joey Porter Jr.'s cousin won't be joining him in the Steelers' defensive backfield after all. And we give you the Antonio Brown joke that made it into the Netflix roast of Tom Brady. In the wake of the Steelers' decision to decline the club's fifth-year option on running back Najee Harris, some trade speculation quickly ensued. The website Fansided advanced a trade proposal that would send Harris to Dallas for a fourth-round pick. That's a good idea for Dallas. The Cowboys need a running back. Tony Pollard is now a Tennessee Titan. Dallas decided to bring former Cowboy Ezekiel Elliott back under the tent. But he'll need better quality help than just Rico Dowdle, Deuce Vaughn and Royce Freeman behind him. It doesn't sound like such a deal will happen, though. NFL Network's Jane Slater followed up on the thought. A team source told her it was clickbait. Not to mention, regarding the Steelers, what's in it for them? For as little as running backs may be valued, the Steelers are better served holding onto a player with 3 1,000-yard seasons under his belt for just $1.7 million this year as opposed to getting a third-day pick 12 months from now. It was a nice story on paper, but now it's not going to happen. Via Justin Mello of the Draft Network, cornerback Sean Stevens has signed with the Philadelphia Eagles after a rookie minicamp tryout. So he won't be getting a look from the Steelers after all. Stevens is the cousin of Steelers cornerback Joey Porter Jr. and the nephew of retired Steelers linebacker Joey Porter Sr., a product of Ferris State and West Liberty. Stevens impressed scouts when he was invited to Michigan State's Pro Day before this year's draft. But, at just 5'9" and 175 pounds, Stevens went undrafted. However, he did get invites from the Eagles and Steelers for their rookie minicamps. Philadelphia's was last week. Pittsburgh's is this week. And the Eagles must have liked Stevens enough that they wanted to sign him before the Steelers got eyes on him. Stevens was ready to make the leap up to Division I on separate occasions with Penn State and Purdue, but the NCAA transfer eligibility rules got in the way. Everyone knows the Steelers want help at wide receiver. Now, a former Duquesne pass catcher is looking to impress the team. According to Duquesne's website, Duke's product DJ Powell is getting an invite to the Steelers' 2024 rookie minicamp. Powell was a first-team All-NEC selection last season as a grad transfer from Bethune-Cookman. He led the Dukes with 713 receiving yards, 20.9 yards per catch, 59.4 yards per game and 9 receiving touchdowns. Powell finished his collegiate career with 85 catches, 1,619 yards and 12 touchdowns. This is the second straight season a Duquesne wide receiver has been invited to the Steelers' rookie minicamp. Dwayne Minders participated in 2023. The annual rookie minicamp will take place May 10 to 12 at the UPMC Rooney Sports Complex on the South Side. Steelers encouraged to pursue $86 million former All-Pro CB. Despite drafting a wide receiver in the third round of the 2024 NFL Draft, rumors are still swirling that the Pittsburgh Steelers could sign or trade for a wide receiver this summer. But cornerback is arguably an even bigger need. That could make free agent Xavien Howard an interesting potential target. At least that's what Bleacher Report's Christopher Knox suggested. On May 6, Knox named Howard a free agent the Steelers should consider targeting. While the Steelers added several starting caliber players in the draft, they didn't add a replacement for departed cornerback Patrick Peterson, Knox wrote. Pittsburgh did trade for Dante Jackson earlier in the offseason, but it could use more depth at the position. Four-time Pro Bowler Xavien Howard remains available and would be a strong fit for the Steelers. He dealt with a foot injury in 2023 and was released by the Miami Dolphins in a cap-saving move. However, he appears to be healthy now. Howard made 3 consecutive Pro Bowls before his injury-plagued 2023 season. He has also led the NFL in interceptions twice, 2018 and 2020. Howard made the All-Pro team during each of those seasons, including first-team All-Pro in 2020. Last season, he had 45 combined tackles, 12 pass defenses, and 1 interception in 13 contests. Over the course of his 8-year career, Howard has earned $86.59 million according to Spotrac. Set to turn 31 in July, Howard isn't likely to be an All-Pro cornerback again. The Steelers were recently the road of signing an ex-All-Pro cornerback with Patrick Peterson. The team released Peterson this offseason after just 1 year in Pittsburgh. For that reason, perhaps General Manager Omar Khan would prefer to stay away from aging cornerbacks this offseason. But at least on paper, Howard is an enticing potential target for the Steelers. A return to Pro Bowl form is entirely possible for the 30-year-old, who could give Pittsburgh another strong option alongside Jackson and Joey Porter Jr., wrote Knox. Howard signed a 2-year extension with the Miami Dolphins 2 years ago that raised his average annual salary to $25.3 million. But he could be far more affordable on his next deal. "I'd rather take a pay cut to go to a team that's going to go further in the playoffs," Howard said during an appearance on the OG's podcast, via CBS Sports' Garrett Podale. "I got my money and stuff like that. I'm to the point, like, how much money do you really need? My goal is always to try to win a Super Bowl. Don't let the money get in the way of winning a Super Bowl." If Howard views the Steelers as a serious contender, then Pittsburgh may be able to land Howard on an affordable deal. That would make him a very appealing option. The Steelers could use additional cornerback depth on the outside behind Joey Porter Jr. and Dante Jackson. But the team's biggest need in the secondary probably sits at nickel cornerback. In the slot, the Steelers are expected to have Darius Rush, Josiah Scott, Thomas Graham Jr. and undrafted free agent Beanie Bishop compete for playing time. If the Steelers prefer to add a slot cornerback, Howard is not the best free agent to target. Howard played just 3 snaps in the slot last season and has never played much nickel cornerback in the NFL. In a perfect world, the Steelers will add a cornerback this summer who could play both inside and outside. Ironically, Peterson, who the team released on March 8, is a veteran who could line up at each of those spots. Howard would certainly provide depth and perhaps be an upgrade at outside cornerback. That's why the Steelers adding him is a possibility. But a more versatile free agent could be a better choice. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Xavien Howard? Leave your opinion in the comments.